Hey guys, I got a question for you. Who's your favorite YouTube gun channel? Is it Iraq Veteran 8888? Is it Twang and Bang? Is it the Military Arms channel? Hickok 45? Who do you guys enjoy watching? I want to do a quick little video here on somebody that I've watched over the years. Probably 7-8 years I've been watching his channel since he first got going. And I really touched base with this guy. It's Nutnfancy. And that may be surprising to some people, but ever since he started his channel, he seemed to create a good foundation for it, and it's something that he stuck with as the years progressed. He always stuck to his base, and that's what I like about him. He's got certain things, his weight reduction and stuff like that. That's all stuff he's always stuck with since he started the channel, and it really makes sense. To a lot of other people, it doesn't make sense. To me, honestly, it doesn't really make sense because I'm not out back in the back hills or over in Afghanistan carrying heavy weight. But there's a good portion of people that carry firearms for a living or carry gear for a living that weight is really an issue. So he knows what he's talking about. He sticks with his roots, and he's the only YouTube channel that can really get me to open my wallet. A lot of other channels are basically commercials for gun manufacturers or for accessory makers, and they praise them up and down. They may not buy the product themselves, but they talk good about it, and the product gets delivered, and there's a lot of backdoor business going on. So kind of like no, I won't get into it, but I want to show you guys something that I purchased that Nutnfancy did a review on. And the reason why I'm creating this video or making this video is just because about a week ago, 10 days ago, he made a video on a rifle, and he referenced a video he did about a year and a half ago in that video. So it kind of made me think it'd be kind of cool to show off what he ended up by talking me into buying. He's a good talker. He could sell me, if I lived in Alaska, he could sell me a bathing suit. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and I'll show you a closer view. You can see the spiral barrel. This is the Tikka nailer. Alright guys, let me start at the back here. It's got a rubber butt pad like most guns. It's got some electrical tape up here. That isn't because of Nutnfancy's philosophy, although some of you may think it is. He wraps his butt pads with electrical tape just to keep the rubber from sticking to his gear. The reason why I put it on the top half here is because when I put a cleaning rod down the barrel from the rear, it's actually ripping the paint off, and this paint here is a dip that they did, so that's not the same reason, but it works. Rubber adjustable comb piece, and that baby's tight, and you can just move this up and down for whatever height you want. It's got adjustable palm swells. You can actually pull these panels off, put different panels in. It's a really nice stock. They're not cheap. I think they're maybe $600 or something, but it's got an oversized bolt knob and a Tikka action, which is pretty amazing, I'd say. I don't know if they did anything to it as far as truing it up or cleaning any slop, but it's like glass. Oversized bolt knob, I think that's factory. It's easy to just spin it off if you want to replace. It does come with 10 round mags. You can get them either 5 or 10. The multicam here was a dip process that was an option. The same, I got it the same as his rifle, and they dip it instead of Cerakoting it or painting it. The barrel on it is a 1 in 8 twist, 1 in 8 twist Bartline barrel, and that's probably a good reason why this gun shoots so good. It's really accurate, actually. I got a Silencer Co. Muzzle compensator just because I run a Omega can that I swap between a couple different rifles. Harris bipod, and I have a QD adapter here. I think it's GG and G or somebody like that makes it. It's got the swivel adapter on the Harris bipod here just to adjust tension. And one thing old Nutnfancy wouldn't agree with me much on is this big burly scope I got on top. It's actually a Vortex Razor Gen 2, and it is a tank. It's super heavy. I think it weighs close to 3 pounds, maybe 39 ounces. So that would be something that he would critique in this video, but I wanted to show you my setup anyway. So let me get on to the other side. And there ain't much on this side that's different than the other. I got Velcro here just because I run that Sidewinder dope card holder. This is actually a pretty cool little thing. It's called a cattail. If you guys watch gun channels, I'm sure you watch 8541 Tactical. He did a video on these cattails, or he added it to one of his mail call Mondays, and I think they're made for fishing. You can get them on Amazon. They're called cattails. I'll add them to the description. But they work great as a dial, and you can get 2 of these, I think, for $10 or something. So instead of spending $50 on an aluminum one, this is plastic. All you do is wrap this around, and then this is a nut, and you take the 2 tails, you pinch them together, and then you thread this on, and it cinches it down pretty tight. And it doesn't go anywhere. I got these on all my rifles. It's easier than paying the big money for a bunch of different scopes. So these are the Vortex Defender caps, which he didn't have on his gun, but I just wanted to give you an overview. And here's the infamous tag. The Mistress of Dangerous Things. Number 13 is my rifle. I got a QD mount in the rear. You can add that. There's a bunch of different options for this stock. It's got a bag rider down below, and it's got a pick rail underneath it if you wanted to switch that out and put a monopod or something. But the gun all in all is pretty awesome, and Nutnfancy was pretty true to his word. I got one of these extreme rails. It was another option with a bubble level on the bottom. The only thing that sucks about that is you can hardly see it. So when you're behind the gun, you actually got to look down below to make sure your gun's level. I'm going to eventually just throw one on the scope here, but the scope is fairly new to me. I think I had it for a couple weeks. And it does have side charging, or bolt release from the side. You just push the button here, which is a nice feature. I think that's on all Tikka rifles, I'm not sure. But Remington 700s were actually the guns that have been used for years for long-range shooters or hunters. And I think Tikka actually pushed them out of their position, and they're the new king of the hill. So this gun I just wanted to show off to you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This is the Tikka Nailer Nutnfancy Special. So alright guys, have a good day.